I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
In the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams each hoping to be right back here at State Farm Stadium in 2 weeks, and we are set to go from Glendale. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Down, Franklin. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 35-yard line.
Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
He had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Franklin. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. It's taken on the 25. Good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt.
Formation for the 49ers.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
To throw again, Franklin. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franklin steps away to his left. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Franklin. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. To the running game with Swift. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the 2nd one.
Here's the option. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. from the gun. Franklin buying time to his left. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. We're scoreless after one. The quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Niners' 13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Franklin. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Is 3rd down.
Throw on 3rd down. Franklin flush to his right. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
On 1st down, Bass. Given 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Touchdown! 37 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Franklin, he'll buy some time right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And some room to maneuver. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And the Lions first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw. Franklin. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw on 2nd down. Franklin. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jack Presky-Tart. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown for Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
From the gun, Franklin eluding the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Franklin. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Moore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 56 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Franklin, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Back to throw. Franklin escaping the pressure right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. throwing again. Franklin. And his throw is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On third down, Franklin flush to his right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 4. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. They'll try the left side. It's Bass. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now,
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stride. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
but there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw on 3rd down, Franklin. Able to find Harris, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Swift.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Operating from the gun. Franklin being chased out left. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Franklin eluding the pressure right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Franklin, and this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
Try it here. He's back to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's